There's Tina Fey, and obviously Amy Poehler. I've not really watched a lot of Amy Poehler. I've only watched Inside Out, but I have to say I'm not the biggest fan after seeing this. I mean, here's the thing: it's not really that of a great film. I mean, it feels like Saturday Night Live skit turned into a movie. I mean, there's so many sort of things you would see in the Saturday Night Live things that, kind of passable, funny. I mean, Saturday Night Live's a weird thing. There's some things that are funny, there's some things that are kind of and there's stuff that is like really painfully unfunny. Like the whole thing with Andy Samberg and stuff like that, and those things he goes on about having sex, and that was pretty terrible. Um, but the thing is, um, it's a really odd film in that there was some recommendation from a critic that I watched about it, but when I saw the trailer, I was never really that sold on it, and I'm still kind of like, I mean, it's all right, but it's kind of a mixed bag, if I'm honest. There's some stuff that's passable. There's some stuff that is really like not funny at all, and I'm just sort of sat there like waiting to like find something funny, and it doesn't happen. Like there's a bit Amy Poehler does this scene, and it's really like not funny at all. Where they're trying to sort of different. I can't say the word. Trying to make a difference between saying Jew and juice. And that bit was just like it kept going back and forth like for like 2 minutes. It felt like a 5 minute scene. It was just like this isn't funny, like and the whole thing for me is it's just an average film. I mean, you got a bunch of people in it. You got some useless characters in it, apart from obviously Amy Poehler not being the funniest thing ever. But I mean, you got Johnny. How do you say it? Johnny Leguizamo. I think that's his name. He's kind of all right. I mean, I think I've enjoyed him in other films he's been in, but in this is kind of a wasted kind of role. And and you got the girl from Bridesmaids, who's like the sort of town bitch, and I didn't really like her character. I didn't really get the whole point of why she's supposed to be in the film, and I didn't really believe that the whole thing that they were friends in fourth grade. I mean, they don't even really go into the whole reason why she hates her, but there's sort of an underlining thing, but then it's kind of sort of thrown out the window. So I get she's not a nice person because she's really not, but it just felt a bit forced. And then there's the thing with the drug dealing. He was kind of, all right, I guess, But the really the thing where it becomes a real like Saturday Night Live thing, where you're like, oh come on now, is the bit where they make a joke about the fat guy is the guy from Jurassic Park, the one that gets killed by the dinosaur that turns people blind and whatever. Um, and I thought that was like, oh come on, that's a bit rude now. Like this is getting a bit offensive, and just the whole thing for me. I think Tina Fey is funnier in other films, but not really in this one. I mean, she's a bit better than Amy Poehler in that her jokes can actually be funnier than hers when there are some scenes where she's just really struggling and being quite annoying. There's some things Amy Poehler does that aren't too bad. I mean, it's just there are quite a few of those scenes where it's just like, okay, okay, I'm getting a bit annoyed now, and I shouldn't really feel like that watching a comedy, and that's not a good sign. And for me, I think it's more a thing of Date Night was such a funny film with Tina Fey and Steve Carell. They worked so well together in that film, and this film doesn't even hold a candle to Date Night. I mean, it's just in the end, it's just average, and I think it is just like a Saturday Night Live thing. And it is kind of ironic how both Tina Fey and Amy Poehler are from Saturday Night Live, so makes you wonder: is this really like something that did start off as something as a Saturday Night Live sketch and turned into a movie? Because I think it did.